Hello, this is Charles Brewer. I've helped Kathleen Walker develop the Veterans Club website. The intention of this video is to share with you some tips on navigating that website. You can access the website by typing www.lowvets.org in your browser's URL space and then clicking Return. And so here's the website. Let's take a quick look at how it's organized. On the top portion of the screen here, we have three main elements. One, we have the Lake of the Woods logo. As you can see from how the cursor changes from an arrow to a finger point, this is a link. So if you were to click on this, the Lake of the Woods website would open in a new browser window. Here in the middle of the top of the screen, you'll see the service seals with two waving flags, one on either side. And then finally, in the center of the top of the screen, you will see this section with red font that usually has some information about the next meeting. To the left of the screen, below the logo, are links for navigating the website. Clicking on each of these will bring up content in the lower two-thirds of the screen. Notice that there is a vertical scroll bar here. Depending upon the size of your browser window and the length of the content, the scroll bar may or may not be present. Click within the scroll bar to scroll up or down. If you have a scroll button or wheel on your computer mouse, then you could use that, but please be aware that you need to have your cursor within this lower two-thirds for that to work. The website opens automatically with the home content in this main screen area. That content will almost always begin with a table of upcoming events of interest. As you see, there's a column for date, time, the event name, and the place. Also, there will occasionally be additional information. So currently, there is a copy of an email from the governor's office relating to veterans legislation coming before the Virginia House and Senate in 2011. So please read that at your leisure. Now let's quickly access the various links. By clicking on Home, you get the home content that we've just discussed. By clicking on the President's message, you can see over here a message from our President, which clearly shows some items about the club's mission. By clicking on the Bylaws link, you can scroll through the bylaws and become informed about the bylaws. In the Minutes link, it brings up this sort of split screen here. We have always, coming up first will be the most recent month's minutes, and then over here you have, to the left, you have some links to previous month's minutes, so July, May, April, March, February, etc. By clicking on the application form link, what happens is that a form is downloaded, a PDF form is downloaded. Now, if your browser doesn't automatically put the downloads window to the forefront, then you can always access it by clicking Window and choosing Downloads. But in this case, it is present. So you would click on that, double click on that, and what that does is it opens up the application in Adobe Reader or Adobe Acrobat if you have that. And you can fill out the form by clicking in each of the individual fields. And I won't bother typing the whole thing, but then you can tab through the fields and fill them in appropriately. And you need to use the cursor to click within the military service checkboxes here, but otherwise you can tab through the fields. And then you can save this to your hard drive and then include it as an attach and print it out also. And then you can use that printout to mail to Jim Wyant along with your membership check. So that's that. I'm not saving this. And then we will go on to the Contact Us link. What that does, when you click on the Contact Us link, it will generate an email in your default email program, and it will automatically address it to webmaster@lowvets.org and also to Kathleen Walker, who happens to be, of course, our webmaster. You can also copy or blind copy to anyone you want to, and click in the subject and type in a subject, and then click in the body of the email down here to type in the information. And then, as usual, you just click send, whatever your email program button is. And then down here we have, below Contact Us, we have 4 other links that are useful. Lake Currents Articles brings up into the main screen area here the most recent Lake Currents article that relates to veterans or Veterans Club activities. And once again, just like the minutes, you'll see that to the left here we have links to previous issues that have veterans-related articles. And then, of course, these are scrollable. You can scroll down and read them there. We also have a helpful military links link, and when you click that, you'll see this message saying that we're testing these for accuracy. One of the things that happened here within the last few months is that some of the U.S. government websites changed, and the addresses of some of the pages that we had referenced changed along with them. So you can scroll up and down and view whatever you need. You can see that what we have here is, to the left, is we have a descriptive, and then we have underlined the link that you need to access to do that. When you click on the link, you will what will happen is that the content of that website will open up in your in this main screen part of the browser. Now, some of these links might open up new web browser pages, so it's not exact. But when you click on any of these links here, you'll probably get a new web browser page. But in any event, as long as you have this Low Vets Club website open, you can always use the browser's back page button to go back to where you are and get back to the list. Shared links we like. This link brings up a list of things that you have shared with us over the last few months. Usually they are YouTube postings or slideshows, etc. And so you click on this, and in this particular case it's a slideshow, and it will open up PowerPoint or show a slideshow, and you'd be viewing it within PowerPoint. So that's just an example, so we'll be updating those, adding those as we get input from you, and then also what we will be doing is checking them on a regular basis to make sure that the links are still good. What happens is if it's a YouTube posting, or if it's an internet link at all, that link might be taken down at any point in the future, and so we'll try to make sure that we keep that current and take out any postings that no longer exist. And then here finally we have other helpful links, which is a listing of things that will, right now it's the main areas are the service links, the Army page, the Army Reserve, Navy, etc. And also the Veterans Administration homepage and the various main sections under the Veterans Home. That finishes our brief presentation of navigating the Veterans Club website. If you have any questions, please contact our webmaster, Kathleen Walker. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.